close.
It's June 27th today, and I'll show you guys some progress on the combine. Rasp bars are in, it's all set. And then yesterday I finished putting in the shoe augers. So we got that all set up. Brand new ones from Deere. Put all new bearings in. We'll put new bearings in on this end too. So I got the sieve and the chaffer out of it. And I also want to buy some new rubber here. I don't want to call it hard. I mean, there is some give to it, but it's not very soft. I feel like it does have like a spot worn in there, an edge. I don't know if it's, I don't know, that edge is probably okay and still sealing grain, but it's apart and it's only a matter of time if it's not. And then here's the new chaffer. One of the two. Oddly enough, it's painted black. I haven't opened the other box, but yeah, this rubber doesn't feel like it has an edge, and it is very soft. I was told that these rubber gaskets here are like $90 a piece, and I need 4 of them, so I'm not really looking on spending $400 on some rubber gaskets. So that's where we're at there. So this is the end that goes up inside the combine in towards the middle. And the outside edges ones were not worn as bad as the middle ones. So like this must be a middle one. It's definitely a lot thinner. Whereas this one's thicker. So this one must be farther out from the center. This one's a little thin here. But it's definitely time. I bought this from Amazon, just a John Deere convenience outlet, the 3-pin round. I don't know what their official name is. And Deere asked enough money for them. I think I got 30 bucks in this whole setup here, both ends. And I put one in the 76 for the Green Star setup in there. And so I bought another one for this combine, put these in. And one thing I've learned, and I did not learn the hard way, I caught it, but when you're installing these, the Deere ones have black, red, and orange wires. And these are black, red, and blue. It is very important, and I caught this. I double checked it and caught it before I powered anything up or even plugged it in. But you better go to the internet and go to John Deere's website. You need to find the pinout, and I don't remember it off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up again. We gotta double check it because China does not care about wire colors and polarity. Like, they don't follow a standard. I think they just throw some wires on there and call it good. If I remember correctly, it was something silly like the red is ground and the blue is hot, continuous, and the black is switch power. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but you got to watch it. You got to check it. And Deere had on their website a very clear picture of this end and what's what. I followed that, and I turned out okay. Look at these bevel gears and try and set them up for the correct lash. And I don't know what the lash is, other than it needs some. So I found here the service manual, shoe supply auger gear backlash 1/32 of an inch. And then in here it says, well, they have this shaft out, but adjust gear backlash as follows: align gears until they touch, back clamp off 1/32 and tighten clamp. Sounds easy enough. 1/32 of an inch is 31 thousandths, so I think I'm probably going to just get a feeler gauge, set it up for 31 thousandths, and move on from there. Well, it's June 29th today. It's 88 degrees outside, and it's mostly cloudy with a breeze. She's humid. This weekend I went and picked up this window air conditioner. It's not big enough, but it's definitely taking the edge off. It's about 10 degrees cooler in here than it is out there. You just kind of get that nice cool feel. I'm working on fixing this blinker arm thing, whatever it's called. I ran it into the edge of the shed. I was using the light as a marker, so I knew that the light stuck out farther than the axle, so I wouldn't run the axle in the shed door. And well, apparently I was close, a little too close. I busted the lamp, I busted the yellow orange plastic thing, and I busted that little arm in there. It's supposed to be two connected. So I got a new one from Deere here. This is what I got for Deere. I'm actually just going to cut these somewhere and solder them together instead of pulling all the wiring apart. I'm guessing they go somewhere in by the tail light, but I'm not 100% sure. They come through here. You can see it. It's right there. Goes through here and it goes up underneath this cover. And I just thought to myself, no. That's a lot more work than it's worth when I can just cut them, solder them together, and it'll be just as good. And that's my plan, but I got all these bolts out, except for these two. It's the first time in my life that I have ever busted off a Phillips head bolt, screw, whatever. Now I'm being for a little treat. I've been soaking them with the Case IH Iron Guard. This stuff is amazing. I don't know what kind of results we're going to get with this, but I've had good results with it, and it's the best stuff I've used for soaking. But yeah, I want to see what I can do here about getting them out. And because it looks like it's just plastic with these little, I don't know what you call them. I call them thread certs. I'm not sure if that's the correct name or not, but I can't use the normal trick to get them out. I do have easy outs that I think go small enough, but I also have a lot to grab on. So I'm hoping they come loose without wrecking the thread certs, but we're going to find out. Also, I'm working on this project. This is a panel from the Combine in the right rear corner, and it all fell apart. And I'm not surprised, but I did scrape all the foam off both sides here, because I've learned that it's a foam that fails. It just busts apart, and that's why these things start hanging. Not really pleased with these glue lines, but they want like $1,000 for a reupholstery kit, and that's ridiculous. So this will be good enough. I'm wondering if I can't get some spray paint, and they must have some upholstery spray paint. I don't know what it's called, buckskin, or I'd have to do a little research, but I'm wondering if I can't just touch them up a little bit and hide that. I'm going to dig into that, but I'm going to work on getting these fellows out. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Oh, thread cert's moving. That's not good. Just getting vice grip slippage. Thread cert movement. Now, what do? I don't want to wreck it, and I'm sure that's fucking pricey. I'm not sure how these even work, how they go in. I think you use a rivet gun, but I'm not 100% sure. When I turn, I can just see it moving in the plastic. Not good. I don't dare heat it. Here's my easy out kit, but they're all way too big, and I don't think that's going to gain me anything, because those thread certs just want to turn in the plastic. So I think the question is, I don't know what the question is, how to get them out. Will they come out and not wreck the plastic and get new ones in? I don't know. I don't even have any. I must go down enough a ways that I could probably fill it up with JB Weld, let that cure, and then drill and tap them. I think it's worth a try. Otherwise, I'll just glue them together and hope that I'll never ever run into anything again. Made it, what, 13 years without wrecking it. Maybe I can make another 13 more. If I can hit it square enough, this will work. I don't know if I did any good. I don't want to hit it too hard. I want to bust this. It looks expensive. I'm just gonna go with two. We're just gonna put 2 bolts in there, and these two. We're gonna skip that one because it's fucked up. We gave it a shot. We tried. We failed. Gonna move on and think of another solution, which I think will just be these 2 bolts, and skip that one. Get a little black gasket maker to put in the hole here. Maybe give it a little appearance, keep moisture out. We're gonna call that good. I'm gonna take these outside, blow all the dirt out from in them. I'm just gonna cut a section of this off. Now I'm gonna take the new one, cut it off about 1 inch longer. I don't want to run myself short. I don't need it excessively long. From what I can tell, both pieces, I didn't do a very good job blowing that out. Both pieces have these, I'm guessing the wire sits in these little cavities, so I don't want it too long. Go blow that out better. Want to make sure I pull it tight because I can push the wires out. So I want to make sure I got it pulled tight, like there's a bulb in there. Line it up right there, plus another 1 inch. Let's go cut it here. Just gonna save this, throw it in the drawer, and if I ever need some wire, a green and black wire, I'll have some. I'm gonna get a razor blade and hopefully cut back this sheathing, I think that's what you'd call it, without cutting the wires. I got success on this end. Nice. Looking good. Do a little stripping. Not me, the wires. I do have a solder gun. I do like using it. It'll instantly heat up, and it's got 2 stages. It's a hassle. This little iron is just handy right there. You just got to plug it in and let it warm up. I do use the gun when I'm doing a bunch of wiring, but now the next thing is I got to see if I have any shrink wrap, because that's with the combine. Found this one oddball piece that came off of the roll I got. Let's see if there's anything in this little kit that'll work. It's the worst thing about these kits. You get a plethora of them. I mean, I don't know. I have no use for that. And I also have no use for that. I got one little section of the ones I need, and the rest, no good. I think I can get by with cutting it in half. Yeah, he's gonna stay there. Gonna dip my solder in the flux and solder up. Got one down. This to be the same length. I'm going to trim these down a little bit. Okay, I can do it without making the wires two different lengths. Oh shoot, almost forgot. Been there before. Put this up here on the longer wire away from the heat. Also been there before. A little more flux. A little bit more. Gonna unplug this thing. We don't need it putting out more heat. It's already hot enough today. Just gonna shrink the insulation in place. Oh yeah, I got plenty. Yeah, if this don't hang, we got a problem. It ain't gonna run electricity through it if it don't hang. Let's see, this should be the inside piece. Oh, I'll leave that little screw in there. So it goes on as such. There. You guys can see that, but the wire is tucking up in there, staying in place, so I like that. My dear, yeah, she's going. Will it stay? I think it'll stay. Grab my tin of screws. See, this is a Phillips one. For some reason, they're Phillips on the joint, and then all the way up the side, they're Torx bits. Didn't think that through, did I? See if I can get this to go bite in. It's not. Oh, I think it is actually. This used to be my preferred method of loosening frozen stuff, but since I found out about the iron guard, that's what I've been using. Lubricate this fella. Hopefully it'll come apart again in the future. Not so sure, but hopefully. I'll look and see how it looks in this end. Gasket looks like it's where it's supposed to be. I'm gonna throw one screw in there just so it kind of holds it together. Before we get too carried away, we're going to make sure it works. It's cool in here. It's nice and cool in here. I got that one working. And success. We'll get the rest of these screws in the side here. Now I have this screw stuck in the old one. See if I can't back that one out without breaking it. Should have been soaking it. Did that new one have these clips on there? I don't think it did. Son of a bitch. Think I'm gonna have to take it apart. No, I didn't have them. God damn it. Well, it should come apart pretty easy. Typical John Deere, sell you a kit, but you still got to buy more. She don't have the clips on. Here's the old one. There's the new one. Wonder if I got any of that rust converter where I can soak them and they'll look brand new. Evaporust. This stuff also works very good. This one's been lubricated. I'm gonna clean it off. And I need a little jar. This stuff works really good. You just have to give it time. I have to give it to the morning, but I think I'm also going to throw in those bolts. And these two. This is just brake clean I'm using. Try and get all that oil from the JB80 off. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty rusty where the threads aren't being used. We'll try and take care of that. I did bend up this protects the light. Did bend it up all in here, but I took a hammer to it and the anvil, and I feel like I did very good. Next project I had on it, a new 7-pin connector for the wagon lights. I had to replace on our green wagons, I had to replace the male end. It came in a kit, and these are a lot nicer than ones I've bought before at a store. They sure appear to be a lot nicer. I ran into problems on the tractor. It has a plastic one. It seems to bound so tight that you can't get it unhooked. It does come with this handy sheet here. We got English, Espanol, Francis, and Portuguese. So here's what I want to replace. This plastic one seems to make them bind so hard. So you get the boot off the back here. Looks like it just pulls off. Yep. So we'll start with the top one, the white one. This is off to a promising start. Trying to rock it back and forth. Oh, see, there we go. There we go. I got a little piece of emery cloth and I'm going to try and shine up the wires best I can. Thankfully these are solid copper wires and not aluminum clad. I'm just like the next guy and don't want to pay any more than I have to for something. What really kills me is I've been on the internet trying to buy electrical wire at a reasonable price. I can't find any 12 gauge electrical wire anywhere that isn't copper clad. And of all places I looked, I found solid copper wire strands on Shoop, but it's 50 cents a foot. Dang near, not quite. But man, so I haven't bought any yet, still looking for that deal. Good and tight. Counterclockwise is black. I'm not a metric guy. I don't know what size of Royale with cheese wrenches takes. If I had to guess, I'd say a 10 Royale with cheese. If you don't know what that means, you should go watch a movie, Pulp Fiction. That's a... Aha, it is a 10. Yeah, I got this installed, bolted in, the wires in. It's been 2 weeks since I sprayed these beans. These are the ones you guys got to ride along with. So we pretty much got a good kill here. I don't think you could ask for much more. Beans are really growing. They're getting big fast. I'd say we got these thistles pretty good. sprayed with 32 ounces of Liberty, and I don't remember off the top of my head the rate of enlist. These fence lines have been sprayed, and nothing I love more than seeing giant ragweeds leaning over and dying. I will say it looked very clean down the field here. Well, that's a positive. Yeah, this is where the sprayer went. There's wife. She's filming me.